Hey guys, Glenn here again. So, this week is all about recovery and improving your ability to get back out on the track and keep progressing through your training. So recovery is super important, okay? Like I've touched on in the other videos. So, one little tool that I'm going to give you today and go through with you is a foam rolling session. Okay, so foam rolling can be a super effective tool in your toolkit, okay, just like all the other tools in your toolkit that you may have or that you may get from me. So foam rolling, very effective before workouts, after workouts, and on your active rest days. Okay, go through a good foam rolling session as often as you can, because it's going to give you good results over time. Consistency is the key here, just like with everything else. Okay, so don't discount the effectiveness of it. Once you get into it, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll feel the benefits instantly. Okay, so a couple of options with foam rollers before we do get started. Okay, so you can get ones like these with little knobbly bits on them. Okay, you can get different density as well, so different hardness of these little knobbly bits. You can get not so knobbly ones, okay, like this one. Okay, it's only got little knobblies on there. Okay, bit longer as well, so they've all got different purposes, different uses, but you know, to get away with something to start off with, go with something like this. I think this is from Kmart or somewhere like that, you know, pretty cheap. This one I got a few years ago from a gym company, so that one's a bit more expensive, but it's lasted years. I think I've had it for maybe 5-6 years and it still works, it still goes. You can get ones like this as well, okay, little ridges in it. I'm not sure if you can see. And this is just another cheapie from Kmart, I think, or Big W or something like that. Okay, still works. A little bit different to this one, okay, a little bit less intense, a bit more intense. The blue one that I just had, sort of mid-range, okay. This one, small little one, okay. Supposed to be good for travel, okay. I bought it when I was traveling and I took it with me in my backpack, so it is super compact, so you can take it away with you and it still works, okay. Just a little bit not as intense as some of the other ones, okay. So it doesn't really matter what foam roller you get, as long as you are using it is the main thing. And don't go for one that's too intense too soon. You don't want to kill yourself and be discouraged from using it, because it's absolute torture if you get a too hard one that you can't handle. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate with this one. This one's one of my favorite ones. Okay, so to begin with, let's see if you can see me here. Okay, now a few little tips I'll give you along the way. Lower back, you don't want to touch too much. Okay, there's a lot of things that can go wrong with the lower back, so don't hit it too hard. Okay, stay away from it if you're inexperienced with foam rolling. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. I might actually use the blue one so you can see it a bit better. Okay, so that's not on my lower back, okay, that's around the thoracic. So first of all, positioning, okay, have your feet on the ground when you're doing these, okay. Support your neck as well, because holding your neck up like this can put some strain on the neck, which doesn't need to be there, but also having your hands up here can add some extra weight to get a little bit deeper in through the back, okay. You can change the position of your elbows as well, from here to here, so sort of tucked in, tucked out, tucked in, tucked out. That can change things as well. You can go to one hand, okay, and move the arm around and you'll feel it massaging and moving throughout your back and shoulder and all those sorts of areas. Okay, take it easy if you are moving when you've got a roller under your back. So even in this position here, I'm not moving, okay, but I'm moving all my arm, you know, elbows, everything, and it's still putting pressure in different spots and giving me a nice massage. Okay, so that's basically what foam rolling is like a nice massage. Okay, so I am going to lift my butt off the ground just slightly and roll down, move the feet. Okay, so nice, slow movements and progression up the back. Okay, if you find any knots or sore spots, stop there for a second, okay, and just focus on that. Okay, so I've got a bit of a knot there on my left side. I can focus on that. I can move the elbows. I can move the arm. Okay, up, down, around. Just control it. Okay, so shuffling down even more. Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Now, you don't want to go on the neck. Okay, in this position. Stay away from the neck. Stay away from the lower back too much. Okay, so yeah, just go through the upper back, thoracic, all that area through there. Okay, we can turn onto our side slightly as well. Support yourself on this arm. Okay, you can see my bottom leg is straight, my top leg is on the floor. Okay, pushing into the ground. I can lift my hips off the ground if I need to put a bit more pressure on my back. I can come across here, okay, and that's hitting my lat on my left side, which can get very, very tight for most people, okay? So all I'm doing is going side to side, okay, not up and down, and then once I finish on that spot, I can go side to side, a little bit higher, basically just moving my knee up and down, side to side, okay? So you can go through that. You can go all the way across, all the way back, wherever you're finding knots, really. Okay, just focus on those areas and massage it. Okay, it's just like a massage. So, once you've done that area as well, you can roll onto your stomach or your side, and you want the roller coming across the body into the chest. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see my jumper on here. My chest muscles, so my pecs, okay, coming up and join up into the shoulder. Here, okay, you can get deep into your pecs, into your chest, by having the arm out and just rolling side to side, okay, side to side, and you'll feel some tight spots there, okay. You can move the arm out and in, nice slow movement, okay. Do not rush it. You can draw little circles, or rub little circles on the ground. Okay, it's going to get some movement happening through there. So a lot of people have very tight chest muscles, and that can hunch your posture over. You know, especially if we've got computer jobs or drive a lot or sit a lot, read on your phones, all those sorts of things. Okay? So they're the main areas that you want to focus on for the upper body. Now, lower body, super important to be able to do this, okay, as well. Try and get in frame. Okay, so first of all, you can start by just sitting on it and just going backwards and forwards, and you might feel a few knots through your butt, okay, through your glute muscles. So backwards and forwards, okay. From here, you can straighten one leg, cross one leg over, okay, and do the same thing. Backwards and forwards, Okay, from here, you can bring that foot over and work a little bit more into the hip and the side of the butt muscle, and you might feel a few knots through there. Okay, when you do find knots, go side to side on the knots. Okay, they call it flossing. So like you're flossing side to side on those knots. find another knot, side to side. Okay, find another spot, knot, whatever, side to side, working your way up. Okay, till you can have both hands on the ground, coming onto the hamstring. Okay, now this leg on top doesn't have to be there at this point. Okay, it does add more pressure into the foam roller, so it might be a little bit more intense than if you take it off. And you can do both hamstrings at the same time. Okay, but if you do want to go in there a bit deeper and you want to focus on one at a time, try this. Give it a go. Go side, up and down until you find some knots, and then go side to side. Okay, side to side, side to side. Going through those. So I would recommend doing one leg, at a time, really, unless you're doing both hamstrings. Okay. If you want to do sort of the hip flexors and the front of the leg, which can be super, super effective, you want to roll onto your stomach. Okay. Might actually show you for this leg. Okay, so we want the leg that we're doing straight. Okay. The leg that we're not doing, I'm not sure if you can see. Okay. It's bent, and the knee is supporting there. So from here, we can lift the other leg up and down, off the ground, okay, going through that. I'll show you this side, what it looks like from here. So the leg that I'm doing, okay, straight, back there, I'll try and let you see it. The leg that I'm not doing, okay, bent up, knee flat on the ground. Okay, coming across, and then from here, you can pop your hand here and just lift that knee up and down, and you're going side to side through the hip flexors, through the quads as well. You can work your way down the quads, which may be pretty painful for some of you, like it is for me at the moment. So going through all of those places. Okay. Eventually, you can do both quads at once as well. So you can kind of have both legs on it and come up and down in a plank sort of position and get the front of the quads. Okay. All the way down to just above the knee. Okay, so never do the kneecap. Never get too close to the kneecap, okay? We don't want to push that out of place or alignment or anything like that, all right? So yeah, find some places through there which are pretty tight and go through that. Now, some of you may be getting pain sort of through the side of the leg, okay? Where there might be a tendon or something like that going through from the bottom, from the top to the bottom. Now, some good release techniques for that you can do with the foam roller, okay, is coming onto the foam roller, okay, on your shin almost, and then going side to side and feeling where you need to roll it, okay, side to side. Now, there is always a risk of falling off the foam roller as well, so have some open space around you. Alternatively, going onto, I'll do this side so you can kind of see, going onto your side, down there, and rolling side to side through those spots, okay, above the knee, and shuffling down, and below the knee. So once again, don't do the knee, going side to side. Okay. Now we get into the calves. Calves can be pretty painful for some people. So I always like to start with 2 legs, but you can do 1 depending how deep you want to go in. Lifting the bum off the ground and just rolling backwards and forwards until you find some spots. And then just focus on them. Okay, a little rolling side to side, twisting your hips. Okay, moving up side to side, moving up, side to side. Okay, if you want to go a bit deeper and go single leg, that's fine. You can either pop one leg on top or just have it off to the side. Okay, so this one here, really, really good if you find a spot and then you go side to side, side to side, side to side. Depending on your pain tolerance and all that sort of stuff and what you're comfortable with, you can go a little bit quicker down here and try and sort of floss it out and sort of push it out, I guess you could say. Okay, going cross, 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 cross. Now I'm not twisting all the way or anything like that, it's just side to side. Okay, same thing if you got another leg on top, side to side. So that feels really good. Okay, now same thing, you don't want to go to the back of the knee. Okay, so once you get to the top of the calf, for me it's about there. There's no point going any further, okay, into those tendons and that sort of stuff. Behind the knee, there's not much muscle there. Okay, so don't worry about behind the knee. Once you've done the back of the calves, okay, I like to do my shins, so you can start just below the kneecap. Both shins on there to start off with, and just rolling the shins down towards the feet. Okay, slow. Rolling the front of the shins. Okay, now you don't want to do this on an extremely hard foam roller because it will be torturous. So having a softer one for these is beneficial. Now once you've done that, you can roll to the side slightly, so you can still have both knees or both legs on the foam roller. Roll to the side slightly. Okay, now this leg, my right leg isn't really getting anything, but my left shin is really digging in there. Okay, so I can get there, hit a few spots, go side to side, roll down, hit a few spots. Okay, if I want to make it more intense, I just cross that leg over and go through those. Once you've done that side, then you do the other leg. Okay, so as long as you're hitting all those spots, it's all going to pay off in the long term. Okay, now this video has already gone pretty long, but hopefully you've kind of followed along with it and done it at your own pace. Pause it if you need, go through it, do it again and again as often as you can and really free up your muscles. Okay, so it's like getting a self-massage. The only good thing is you can dictate how deep you go. Okay, so that's it for the main body parts for the foam rolling. I will come to you with some other videos around some other body parts as well, with some mobility and recovery techniques. Alright, that's it for now. Have a good day, night, morning, evening, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this. As usual, let me know if you have any comments, feedback, concerns, questions, or just let me know how you go with it. Alright, bye for now.